Engineering and construction have always been at the forefront of nation building, and for decades, the DMCI Group has been leading this charge, taking on the biggest and most complex challenges facing our nation, from constructing vital infrastructure to extracting precious commodities, to providing affordable power and clean water. We are dedicated to finding transformative solutions that drive progress and benefit society. But we are more than just a business. The DMCI Group is committed to being a partner to our host communities, a steward of the environment, and a builder of our nation. Our commitment extends to promoting gender equality and creating an inclusive workplace where everyone can thrive and succeed. With our team of dedicated professionals and skilled workers, we bring the extraordinary to life, driving the Philippines forward. To learn more about our company and how we are making a positive difference in society, visit www.dmciholdings.com.
Please stand by. The live stream will start in 5 minutes. Please stand by. The live stream will start shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, the Philippine National Anthem.
Bayang magiliw, perlas ng silanganan, alab ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, duyan ka ng magiting, sa manlulupig, di ka pasisiil, sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mong bughaw. May dilagang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal, ang kislap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagniningning. Ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may di magdidilim. Lupa ng araw ng walhati't pagsinta, buhay ay langit sa piling mo. Aming ligaya na pag may mga api, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Good morning and welcome to the 2024 Special Stockholders Meeting of DMCI Holdings. Our Chairman and President, Engineer Isidro A. Consunji, will now preside over the meeting.
Good morning, our dear stockholders. This meeting is hereby called to order. Mr. Secretary, please confirm that the definitive information statement and the notice of today's meeting were provided to the stockholders of record.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, in accordance with the requirements of the Securities and Exchange Commission, the definitive information statement and notice of today's special stockholders meeting were submitted to the PSE-EDS, posted on the company's website, and published in print and online format in at least 2 newspapers of general circulation at least 21 days before today's meeting. The agenda of today's meeting is currently shown on the screen.
Mr. Secretary, do we have a quorum for the transaction of business?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, based on the certification of the corporation's stock and transfer agent of the total 13,277,470,960 outstanding shares, 10,014,801,324 shares, representing 75.43% of the corporation's outstanding capital stock, are present through remote communication or by proxy at today's meeting of the stockholders. A quorum therefore exists for the transaction of business. Mr. Chairman, I would also like to inform our shareholders that all the incumbent members of the Board of Directors are present today via remote communication from their respective locations. Mr. Chairman, shown on the screen are the agenda items for today's meeting. Number 1, approval of the minutes of the previous stockholders meeting. Number 2, revocation of the May 21, 2019 stockholders resolution increasing the par value of preferred shares to 1,000 pesos. Number 3, amendment of the Articles of Incorporation to reclassify 10 million preferred shares into Class B preferred shares. Number 4, issuance of 10 million Class B preferred shares to Dacon Corporation by way of private placement. Number 5, amendment of the bylaws to change the annual stockholders meeting from the third Tuesday of May to the second Tuesday of May. Please be informed that the shareholders were given access to the definitive information statement. For better use of the time, we requested the shareholders to send by email their questions prior to this meeting. We will answer questions we received at today's meeting. The first question is, what is the rationale for the issuance of Class B preferred shares?
The reason for the financing is for us to be able to raise 10 billion pesos for the 56.75% acquisition of Cemex Asian Southeast Corporation, or CASEC. It does not intend to dilute the voting rights of the common shareholders and will strengthen the balance sheet as it is treated as equity capital. Furthermore, the convertibility option provides the flexibility in managing the capital structure and optimizes the cost of capital.
The second question is, how will dividends to common shareholders be affected?
The primary consideration for funding the acquisition is to optimize the financing costs and limit the impact on common shareholders' dividends, while providing mutual benefits for the investors and the company. With fixed interest rates, annual dividend rate is at 4%. The management remains committed to the dividend policy of paying out at least 25% of previous year core net income.
The third question reads as follows. Can you share on the status of the Cemex acquisition and how does the new management intend to move forward?
The CASEC acquisition by DMCI Holdings, Dacon Corporation, and Seminar Mining and Power Corporation received clearance from the Philippine Competition Commission last August 13. The consortium intends to execute the private placement prior to the completion date of the CASEC acquisition and signing of the subscription agreement, pending approval from the majority of the common shareholders. Meanwhile, Dacon Corporation will launch the mandatory tender offer within the next couple of months.
We will now proceed with the results of the tabulation of votes. Mr. Chairman, shown on the screen is the summary of the tabulation of votes cast in absentia and by proxy in favor of the following items of the agenda. These were approved by the stockholders through proxy voting and voting in absentia. Number one, approval of the minutes of the previous stockholders meeting. Number two, revocation of the May 21, 2019 stockholders resolution increasing the par value of preferred shares to 1,000 pesos. Number three, the amendment of the Articles of Incorporation to reclassify 10 million preferred shares into Class B preferred shares. Number four, issuance of 10 million Class B preferred shares to Dacon Corporation by way of private placement. Number five, amendment of the bylaws to change the annual stockholders meeting from the third Tuesday of May to the second Tuesday of May. A detailed discussion on each of the above agenda items was provided in the definitive information statement, and the rationale for the agenda items was also provided in notice of today's special meeting. Please also note that the online voting is still open until 10 a.m. today. The additional votes will be included in the total votes and will be disclosed today.
Considering that more than two-thirds of the outstanding capital stock voted in favor of the proposed resolutions, the same are deemed approved. Are there any other matters to be taken up?
There are no other matters listed on the agenda, Mr. Chairman.
Since there are no other matters to be taken up, this meeting is now adjourned. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for attending today's meeting.
Thank you for attending our 2024 special stockholders meeting. To learn more about your company, please visit www.dmciholdings.com for our latest annual sustainability and diversity, equity, and inclusion reports. Simply scan the QR codes displayed on your screen.